Across the globe, remnants of once thriving cities lie buried beneath jungles, deserts, and oceans, silent witnesses to human ambition, ingenuity, and collapse. These were places of power and beauty, home to thousands or even millions. Yet, for reasons still debated by scholars, they vanished from history, abandoned, destroyed, or simply forgotten. Some were rediscovered by accident, others remain the stuff of legend, and together they pose haunting questions. How did these cities rise? Why did they fall? And what secrets still sleep beneath their ruins? From stone-carved kingdoms to mythical metropolises, these are 5 of the greatest lost cities the world has ever known. In the sun-scorched plains of central Turkey lies a mound that, to the untrained eye, looks like nothing more than a hill. But buried within it is Catalhoyuk, one of the world's oldest known cities, dating back nearly 9,000 years. Discovered in the 1950s, this Neolithic settlement amazed archaeologists. It thrived long before the pyramids of Egypt, before writing, metal tools, or even the wheel, and housed around 8,000 people, an extraordinary number for an era when most lived in small, scattered tribes. What shocked researchers wasn't just its age, but its design. There were no streets. Residents climbed through roof holes into mud brick homes packed so tightly together that one could walk across rooftops to cross the city. Inside, walls were covered in murals, animal skulls, and shrines, with the dead buried beneath the floors, evidence of a deeply spiritual culture. Most surprising of all, there was no sign of a ruling class, temples, or centralized power. Catalhoyuk seemed to have functioned on cooperation and equality. After more than 1,000 years, it was abandoned. Theories range from resource strain to fire hazards or social unrest. Whatever the reason, the city vanished, leaving behind a mystery as old as civilization itself. Next, we journeyed to the heights of the Andes, where stone walls cling to the clouds and an empire's secret echo through the mountains. High in the Andes Mountains of Peru, nearly 8,000 feet above sea level, lies a city shrouded in mist and mystery, Machu Picchu. Its stone terraces and temples cling to cliffs as if suspended between heaven and earth. For centuries, this breathtaking site remained hidden from the world outside, untouched by time and by the Spanish conquistadors who devastated much of the Inca Empire. Built in the mid-15th century during the reign of Emperor Pachacuti, Machu Picchu was a marvel of engineering. Without mortar, the Inca fitted massive granite blocks so precisely that not even a blade of grass could fit between them. The city included royal residences, ceremonial temples, agricultural terraces, and a complex drainage system, proof of a civilization deeply attuned to both science and spirit. Despite its grandeur, Machu Picchu was never mentioned in Spanish records. It wasn't until 1911 that American historian Hiram Bingham was led to the ruins by local farmers. Why build such a city in such an isolated place? And why abandon it? Some believe it was a royal retreat or a sacred site aligned with the stars. Others suspect the arrival of Europeans and the spread of disease prompted its sudden end, though there's no sign it was ever attacked. What's certain is that Machu Picchu's survival was a miracle, preserved by jungle and altitude, offering a rare, unspoiled glimpse into Inca brilliance that still captivates the world today. But while Machu Picchu stood high above the clouds, our next lost city lay hidden in the jungle, its massive stone faces staring out from a forgotten empire overtaken by time. Deep in Cambodia's tropical forests lie the vast ruins of Angkor, once the thriving capital of the mighty Khmer Empire. At its peak in the 12th century, Angkor was among the world's largest cities, home to nearly 1 million people, when London was still a village. The crown jewel, Angkor Wat, remains the largest religious monument on Earth. Originally a Hindu temple dedicated to Vishnu, it later became a Buddhist site, with 5 lotus-shaped towers carved in intricate detail with scenes from mythology and royal life. But Angkor Wat was just one part of a sprawling urban landscape. Across more than 400 square kilometers, the city boasted a network of temples, roads, canals, and massive artificial lakes called bares, which stored and distributed water to sustain agriculture, even during droughts. Then, seemingly without warning, it was abandoned. By the 15th century, the city had fallen silent. Theories blame climate change, particularly cycles of drought and flood, along with internal conflict and shifting trade routes. Centuries later, European explorers stumbled upon the overgrown ruins, amazed that such grandeur had been forgotten. Even now, much of Angkor remains hidden. LiDAR scans continue to reveal entire neighborhoods beneath the jungle, reminding us of how even the mightiest empires can be reclaimed by nature, and how many of their secrets may still lay buried. But not all lost cities were buried. Some were hidden in plain sight, carved from stone in the heart of the desert, waiting for someone to stumble upon them. Tucked between rugged cliffs and the southern Jordanian desert, Petra rises from the red sandstone like a mirage. Its grand facades, carved directly into the rock, glowed pink at sunrise, earning it the nickname the Rose City. But this breathtaking site was more than an architectural wonder. It was the beating heart of a lost kingdom. Founded by the Nabateans, a nomadic Arab people, Petra flourished around the 1st century BCE as a vital hub for trade. It funneled goods like incense, silk, and ivory between Arabia, Egypt, and the Mediterranean. Water, too, was a key to its survival. In the harsh desert, the Nabateans engineered an intricate system of dams, channels, and cisterns to store rainwater, transforming the arid land into a thriving oasis. At its height, Petra boasted temples, theaters, tombs, and bustling markets, all carved with stunning precision. Its most iconic structure, Al-Khazneh, or the Treasury, stands at the end of a narrow gorge called the Sikh, a masterpiece of towering columns and Greek-inspired design. But Petra's glory faded. After Roman annexation and a series of earthquakes, the city declined. By the 7th century, it was largely abandoned, remembered only by the Bedouin tribes. In 1812, disguised Swiss explorer Johann Burckhardt was led to the ruins, reintroducing Petra to the world. Today, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Yet it remains cloaked in mystery. How did a nomadic people build such brilliance? And how much still lies hidden beneath the sand? With Petra, the line between legend and reality blurs. But our final city may never have existed at all. Or perhaps it's still waiting to be found. No lost city has captured the imagination quite like Atlantis, a utopia of beauty, power, and advanced technology said to have vanished beneath the sea in a single day and night. The tale begins not with explorers, but with the philosopher Plato. Writing around 360 BCE, he described Atlantis as a great island beyond the Pillars of Hercules, likely the Strait of Gibraltar. It was a wealthy, peaceful civilization, home to grand temples, vast canals, and unmatched innovation. But its people grew arrogant, and the gods punished them with a cataclysm that sank the city beneath the waves. For centuries, scholars debated whether Plato's story was an allegory, a warning against hubris, or a distorted memory of a real place. Some point to Egyptian sources or link the tale to the Minoan civilization, destroyed by the eruption of Santorini around 1600 BCE. Despite countless expeditions, no conclusive evidence has ever been found. Still, the search continues, from the Caribbean to the Sahara, as Atlantis endures as the ultimate symbol of lost worlds and the mysteries that refuse to stay buried. So, was Atlantis real? The truth is, we may never know. It could have been a cautionary tale, a forgotten empire, or a city so advanced it simply doesn't fit into our current understanding of ancient history. And perhaps that's what keeps its legend alive. From the rooftops of Catalhoyuk to the heights of Machu Picchu, the jungles of Angkor, the sandstone facade of Petra, and the legend of Atlantis, these lost cities reveal the ingenuity and mystery of ancient civilizations. More than ruins, they are echoes of human brilliance and resilience, reminding us how much has been forgotten and how much may still be waiting to be found.